Hello! Happy 4th of July, or I guess 5th of July. Did everyone have an amazing time? We brought our dogs down to our friend's house along with our child and everything, and so that was quite an experience. But I don't know. It was really fun. It was fun just to kind of be with friends, and good real friends that like allow you to dig deeper and, question you about real stuff and no fake talk or, fluff. So it was really, really fun. And my girlfriend was like, you and Josh, we just celebrated 7 years of marriage. So we are very happy about that. We survived. And 10 years together. And really, I don't know, like we were just talking and she's like, you guys seem like you are so good. You guys seem like you're in a really good place. And I was like, we are. we're at a really good place right now. And she was like, so what do you think? Hi, Audrina. She was like, what do you think like was the hardest time in your marriage? Like, what would you guys say was like the hardest thing? And instantly I was like, well, when our parents died, that sucked and that was really hard. But the more I thought about it on the drive home today, I was like, it's not really even about that. That's like hard life things, right? That's like hard in life. That didn't really necessarily make a marriage hard. What makes a marriage hard is dealing with disappointments differently. And so whether it's, grieving a parent that's lost or, struggling through infertility and dealing with that hurdle. Oh my gosh, I'm already crying. This is so bad. Whether it's, like a hurdle of, infertility or dealing with raising a child that lives with special needs. I mean, that comes with its whole different set of hurdles, and we've learned to ride the roller coaster the same, and so sort of grow together in that way. And so now when things get thrown at us, we kind of have the same movements emotionally, and we both know how to like kind of laugh through the pain. And so yeah, I was just thinking about that on the way home. And if you've asked me in the last couple weeks in person, I've been really quiet about it, but if you've asked me in person, I have said, I've either been kind of snappy or quiet or really short. It's kind of been like a little bit of a up and down for us the last few weeks. So as an adoption advocate, I have to open myself up to sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what I intended to do by opening up that we were going through this foster to adopt process. I've literally realized I've become accustomed to sharing good news, and like I really like sharing good news and I like sharing excitement with everybody, but that's not, real life. Oh, I do not want to cry. Okay. You guys know I cry every single time I do a live, probably, even though whether happy or sad, right? So, okay, 5-6 weeks ago, a month ago, we got reached out to, I've put it out there that we're going through this process, and a girl that I know, great rapport with her. She is, long story short, like I'm not going to get into all the details about her, but she's a really, really great person. She's a mom. She has 2 small children. She found herself with this 3rd pregnancy and and really feeling like this baby was meant to be with us. So we exchanged so many messages back and forth, and before you know it, a couple weeks into it, it's like, okay, this is gonna be our baby. Like, we get the ultrasound picture, we get a due date, and we just are kind of riding that excitement, riding that wave. And even though I knew like, okay, so many factors can happen, she was like very, very not too far along at all, not even 13 weeks. But still, like, I see all the announcements every single day on Facebook, December babies, January babies, And so it just reminds me of this baby. So I told her, I said, we don't want to know the gender, like, tell my sister-in-law, we'll do a birth announcement and like gender reveal, since, you know, I don't have, you know, 2 pink lines that I, you know, get. I want some sort of surprise. So I'm like, just keep the gender a surprise. And so we were going to do that. And she, you know, just great conversations with her, adore her. I just want to be there for her. I connect her with other birth mom friends that I have that are so sweet. And, you know, I know it's a hard decision she's making, but she's like 100% was so confident with it. And I believe her. I still believe her. So whole story. Okay, there we are. I lost you. Are you back? Did I lose you all? I don't have any hearts or anything. I'm just gonna keep going. C'est la vie. So we just ride this wave, right? Well, she was admitted to the hospital last week and let me know she was in the ICU, which I know is bad if you're going to the ICU, right? And she had heavy bleeding and other stuff. And so I just was like, texted my closest friends that knew about this, and was just like, pray for her, you know. And so Friday night I had a dream that it was a baby girl and that she passed away and she went to heaven. And so I'm not sure, you know, but I really do, I would love prayer covering her. And, you know, obviously I can't even imagine what she went through. And for her to text me, you know, letting me know about the baby being gone. And she just said, you know, I have written this text 100 times and deleted it and not known how to tell you. And I'm just like, this poor girl has been through so much. And then for her to be worried about us, like, don't worry about us. Like, you have so much that you have on your plate with your 2 babies and just getting out of the hospital and everything with that. So if you're watching, I'm Facebook friends with her, so I'm not gonna obviously give out any personal details. This is her story to tell. It's just a little part of our story now, but yeah, so I mean, that is truly been it. And this is actually I was surprisingly more upset than I thought I would be. And I think that, I don't know, this is all part of it, right? This is part of our story. And, you know, Josh and I, we just rode that wave together with that disappointment. And we know that, you know, here we are saying that we're going to foster to adopt a baby boy, right? And that's the seed that we felt like was planted in our hearts to adopt a baby boy. And then a girl comes into our life and has a girl. And so I'm like, you know what, God, like, you're in charge. Like, who are we to even say, you know, what's gonna happen? But yeah, so that's sort of the update. We are still in the wait. We're almost done with our home study, hopefully by the beginning of September. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, prayers are always appreciated. You know, we will thrive on, and this is literally just, I don't know what God's trying to teach us through it, but yeah, I would just love prayer. And I hope that, you know, when you guys get together with your friends, you talk about deep stuff like that. Because honestly, you just feel like enriched as a person. So I just wanted to share. I know it's like so nerve-wracking sharing because now now everybody knows, and I probably will just cry if you look at me sad.